Hey guys, in this video we will cover Frame, Session, and Session Manager. They're all interconnected, so we're going to cover them all in this single quick tips video. Let's begin. So, Session.cs. This is one of the most common uses of Google ARCore, and it's Session.cs. Session.cs is used in two main ways. It's to create our anchors and to do the raycasts, both of which we've seen in our Hello AR controller. There's also connection state, which is often used for debugging and specific settings, however not for most projects. Create anchor, as you can see, is what we've been using, and same with raycast. Raycast returns a boolean about whether there's a physical object, and create anchor creates an anchor. Create anchor returns a game object, an empty game object, with an anchor component. The same way that if we went into Unity editor, went on create empty, and then we went into add component and then hit anchor. Frame has a few more things. It has the same tracking state, which can be used for debugging and very specific applications, but for us is not necessary. And then there's pose. Pose is, for example, if you're pointing your device straight down or straight up or forward. Light estimate estimates the light, and as you saw with our light and dark, and with getting the light of whatever object we placed equal to the ambient light. Point cloud returns a lot of points that you've seen in our other video. Timestamp is the last time that there was a frame called. Get new planes is the new planes being tracked by ARCore in this frame, and get all planes is all of the planes being tracked by ARCore in this frame. So these all call Session Manager. As you can see, all of these call Session Manager. So what is Session Manager? Session Manager is part of Google ARCore internal, meaning, and this is also part of Google ARCore, but this uses Google ARCore internal. The same way that if we had a custom file, that won't be part of the namespace Google ARCore, but it'll use that. So, for most of us, we shouldn't be using Google ARCore internal in our projects, but it's important to know how it works. So, this is a class. Again, as you can see, none of these inherit from MonoDevelop. These are just plain C#. So, this has an instance, the public static Session Manager instance. This is an instance of the Session Manager, and static means that there can only be one. Again, there's the connection state, more for debugging and very specific applications. Connection state. Okay, as you can see, Anchor Manager, Light Estimate Manager, Motion Tracking Manager, Point Cloud Manager, Raycast Manager, Track Plane Manager, and all of these initiated here. That is where in the frame we get the Session Manager, .instance, .motion tracking manager, .light estimate manager, .point cloud manager. The point of this is to make it a clean access to all of these, and to have an instance of all of these that all of our objects can use. That is the point of Session Manager. Now, if we really want, we'll have to go into the code of each one of these to learn what that does, but that's not for this video. I hope you guys learned something in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and more quick tips to come.